our presenting sponsors, and we thank each of them so very much for the commitment to this conversation and allowing this national, even international presence to continue. So thank you to our amazing sponsors. Julia Patrick is here, of course, CEO of the American Nonprofit Academy, as well as myself, Jarrett Ransom, CEO of the Raven Group, also known as your nonprofit nerd. And today we are so thrilled because back again by popular demand is Mrs. Kay McDonald, and she is CEO of Charity Charms. Welcome, Kay.
Thank you so much. I'm so happy to be here.
You know, Kay was one of our first sponsors when we were doing the Corona Chronicles, and we were like, okay, we've got this idea, and will you support us and move forward with this? So, Kay, it's exciting to have you here. We've known you for a long time, seen your beautiful work in so many parts of the country, and so we really wanted to get you on to talk about Charity Charms. One of the things that Jarrett said in the very beginning when we started this more than 100 shows ago was, our sector is due for a disruption, and this is going to cause us to be creative. It actually will allow us to be more creative, take more risks. And I think that you're such an interesting story because you've blended many elements of daily life with philanthropy. So yes. Tell us about Charity Charms and what you do.
Okay. Well, Charity Charms is kind of a unique niche. I started this in 2004. Our mission is to make beautiful jewelry, charms out of a charity's logo, out of the icon in their logo, so that charities have a way to engage their supporters and spread awareness, have a wonderful vehicle for fundraising, but with an item that actually has meaning, purpose, and that people will actually use and wear. So I started this in 2004. We're based in Phoenix, Arizona, and to date we've worked with over 500 organizations worldwide. I feel so blessed. We've worked with national organizations and we work with local organizations, and anyone can benefit from increased branding exposure and giving their supporters something that they love. It also makes them feel cherished and a part of a group or a member. You showed a picture there at the beginning. I wanted to show you this one product that we did to give you an example. This is a bracelet that we have created for an organization called Take the Lead Women.
Yeah,
and
Gloria Felt.
Pardon?
Gloria Felt.
Yeah, Gloria Felt. And then we did this beautiful box sterling silver bracelet. It has a special message in the top from Gloria. She does these wonderful sessions where she'll do like 50 women can in journalism, 50 women can in the medical field, and then she has these courses where she uses her 9 power tools, and then the women get this beautiful bracelet that's an adjustable sterling silver bracelet with her logo, and then it says power and celebrate on the other side. So that's an example of what Charity Charms is. We're a private label company. You can't buy the items at retail. We'll sit down with our clients and say, what are your colors? What are your branding? What's your purpose? What are we going to use this for? Are there multiple purposes? And then we create together. And it's a creative, loving, nurturing, impactful process. And it's fun.
So, that's something that says a lot, because Gloria Felt, who's a published author, she was recognized as one of Time's 100 women.
Yes.
I mean, she's a powerhouse.
Yes.
From New York. That's like super impressive, I just have to say.
She's a joy to work with too. What a person making a difference in the world.
Amazing. I had the privilege to have lunch with her. This is a couple years ago, and we were sitting outside, and 2 women recognized her and like surreptitiously took their cell phones and took a picture. I was like, oh my God. I was like so excited. And then later I thought, I wasn't in that picture.
They cut you out.
Yeah. Anyway, I just had to share that because that's a cool memory. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
Okay. I answer to this, but I remember when I first met you, and I was Chief Development Officer of a $21 million operating nonprofit based in the Metro Phoenix area. And we had engaged, in fact, we started the entire process with you doing Charity Charms, right? But
Yes.
tell us, our viewers that are watching live as well as the archive show, what is cause marketing and why is that important in our nonprofit sector?
Well, cause marketing is when companies and charities come together for a common benefit. So in today's business arena, it's kind of it's your social responsibility to have some kind of a give back platform. And because social problems aren't being solved by our governments, it's really time for business to step in and help nonprofits. And nonprofits can also benefit from not only the dollars from corporations, but also their employees being volunteers. A lot of corporations will give back to charities by sharing technology, resources, things like that. And cause marketing is basically telling the story of the company and the charity coming together for mutual benefit.
Mm-hmm. Love it. And I think one of the, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I think one of the best, most popular cause marketing is probably Tom's Shoes.
Yes, well, Tom's Shoes definitely was kind of a cause marketing platform and a social enterprise. They started the one-to-one model where they, buy a shoe and give one. And cause marketing has lots of different definitions. It's often product-based. And we've done a lot of cause marketing campaigns at Charity Charms for creating like custom products and then pulling them together with a corporation. In fact, we have one that we've just launched right now. Do I have a second to talk about it and tell you what? Okay, so this is one that's based in Phoenix, Arizona, but the model can be anywhere in the country. We call it Key to Strength. And we are marrying 10 local companies that are strong in this current economy with 10 charities that are especially in need, that are doing special services for our community. So the company is married with the charity. The company invests money in the campaign, and we create this beautiful fob. It's called the Key to Strength fob. See if I can, oops, I have it backwards here. It has a big key on it that says strength. And then it has the charm for the charity and the charm for the corporation and a couple other branding charms. And you can hang this on a backpack or you can hang it on a purse. Anyway, but this is the vehicle. So the company and the charity aligns. We tell the story of how they're getting together. And we hope that this creates a great relationship between the two of them. So instead of just buying a table at an event, all of a sudden you've got this partner in the community. And a lot of companies really want to help charities, but they don't know how, or they may not have a marketing department that can put it together. So we've created this campaign on a platter called Key to Strength. We align the company and the charity. It's a 30-day campaign. The Charity Charms, our media partner, Front Doors Media, and then the corporation, we all put together and we send our messaging out to all of our communities. The messaging goes to a donation campaign, and for $50, for a $50 donation, the donors get this lovely keychain in the mail. So it's a full circle campaign that uses social media, email, the power of the partners, and then at the end, you receive this lovely keychain, key fob in the mail, which means that after the campaign is gone, the impact lives on. And that's one thing that we're finding, especially in this environment right now, is that people love to receive things in the mail because they're not going out. They can't really go shopping. So I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I can't wait till the Amazon truck to arrive every day. Not every day, but anyway, just getting something like this in the mail not only has meaning and impact, but it's just a wonderful follow through.
I was going to say I'm guilty, Kay, because Amazon shows up and my son will say, "What'd you order?" And I'm like, I forget.
Me too. What is that?
I love that campaign. And like you said, that can be replicated across the nation. And what a great opportunity to really join forces with corporations and the nonprofit and the community at large. This is probably a great opportunity to maybe get the alliance of nonprofits in your state involved.
Yes.
A great way to really, I love it says the key to strength. And right now we're really all looking for strength and community, activation. In that same breath, I love the bracelets, and I talk to a lot of clients. In fact, I'm talking to an organization now that is looking at creating a women in philanthropy program. And what great, I don't know, tool, but vehicle, right, to really solidify that commitment to that affinity group, if you will. And I'm sure that, through your merchandise and products in those affinity groups. And can you talk to us about that? Like how else can we use this opportunity?
Sure. Well, okay, so I'll give you an example. This is a local group. Well, this is a group in Arizona called 100 Women Who Care. They have this beautiful logo, and then we did this lovely bracelet for them that has their logo on it. And to me, with these affinity groups, it's nice to be part of a group, and it's lovely to have something that you can wear that shows that you're a part of the group. And it's also nice for the group to give this to you as a welcome. It bonds people, it creates community. And especially now when we can't actually even see each other. I have one group of women that meets every Wednesday morning, and they all have the bracelets, and they're all going like this in the morning with their bracelets. We also did one for a local group called, or actually not local, it's called the No Tribe. And it started here in Phoenix. We did this beautiful bracelet with them. It has no on it. And then every year we come out with a different one with the year on it. But only their members get the bracelet, and it's a welcome, and it's a greeting, and it's welcome to the part of the group. So I think that is absolutely a fantastic application for what we do, because it's something with meaning. I will tell you, we have a new challenge with COVID. Normally, with Charity Charms, our charities and organizations, we will make the products and ship them to them, and then they hand them out. They'll put them in gala gifts. They'll put them in gala bags. Well, people are not congregating anymore. So we have had to shift and pivot and add a new service to Charity Charms, where we will do the mailing. So they give us the list and we mail it out. That's what we ended up doing with Key to Strength. It goes, the whole giving platform goes through the Arizona Gives, Arizona Alliance platform. And then they send us the addresses of the people that have donated, and we mail it out for them. So we make it turnkey. And charities don't have mailing capacities and marketing capacities and selling capacities and all that kind of stuff. So this has forced us to do something that we weren't doing before. Right. And it's also, I have to tell you, I'm very excited because we're able to use local nonprofits to do the fulfillment. So we're also giving back to the community by being able to hire and pay those nonprofits for the work. So It's kind of a full circle.
So this just came in. Somebody wrote in, I love my No Tribe bracelet. That's cool. That's really cool.
That's great.
Yeah, I couldn't make that up. So let's talk about this then, because I love how you've been innovative. And I'm thinking about all of these people that have been, like most of us here today, on what I call the rubber chicken circuit. You know, we go to breakfast, we go to lunches, we go to dinners, galas, everything in between. That budget and that intention to go and support events has evaporated, and it's now moving into a different environment.
Yes, it is.
But I love this idea, because a lot of times you leave an event and it's kind of, I don't want to say it's soulless, but it's something that when it's done, it's done.
It's done,
yeah. Car, and that's it. So I kind of like this idea of having that reminder, if you will, or that tangible item. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, well, like we say, when the event is gone, the memory lives on. It just, and now with people not being able to take them away, with them getting them in the mail, it's making it more impactful. I have a couple really creative ways that have emerged. I had a client, a charity, call me the other day, and she said, we've sold out all the tickets for our event. Our tables are sold, and we're so afraid that people are going to want refunds that we are sending them thank you packets for their donation to our cause, and we want to include a bracelet. as an incentive for them not to cancel their ticket. And I thought, they're getting something tangible. They're sending them collateral also with the bracelet, and making them still connected to the charity, even if they can't attend the event. Right. I thought that was kind of a creative use. And then we've also, there's so many virtual platforms now. I'm sure you're watching. It seems like I'm on my computer all the time. This charity is having a virtual campaign. This one's having a virtual campaign. So what we're recommending to all the charities that are integrating the virtual campaigns is, hey, take it to the next step. After your campaign, have an item to send to your donors as a thank you, so that they will, especially if they've donated, so that they'll realize that they really are treasured. And it's a way for you also, direct mail has kind of lost its appeal over the years a little bit. This is a way to integrate that again, because the post office works, the UPS works, and everything's still functioning that way. And so why not use that opportunity not only to get maybe a lovely bracelet, but a little charity collateral in too after the event.
I think that, the post office is going to be one of the winners of this, is that because it is, to your point, and we were saying this at the very beginning, the mail is not a burden. It's something that gets you out of your house. You want to go see what's in there for the day. And so I think it's a smart thing. And we've had a lot of guests on that have talked about things as simple as writing thank you notes, sending birthday notes. Jared, who was it that said they were sending a card on the anniversary of when that person became a donor? I can't remember who. But do you remember they were, and we were like, oh my gosh, that's so genius, because they just went to their database and they would see when, Betty Boop became a donor, and then they were sending like a thank you card.
But isn't it funny, because I think so many of us have depended on digital platforms for so long, and it's almost like we're circling back to the old school. Write a note, pick up the phone. And numbers are not your goal. It's quality relationships. Mm-hmm. And Jared, I know you've been talking about this quite a bit. It's just people want to feel cherished. They want to feel acknowledged. They want to feel thanked. And an email blast and a social media post, those are important. We have to keep doing that. But that special personal touch, I think, is what's going to make charities stand out. And we all know there's so much competition too between charities. So what can you do to take yourself a step higher? Mm-hmm. The other thing too that I really want to mention, though, when you're doing a gift like this, is that people are real cognizant right now about how the charity is spending what money they have, because we all know that charities are in severe financial crisis, as are many businesses. But the premise for Charity Charms, ever since I started it in 2004, is I always want a sponsor to fund the program for the charity. So that's not only a cause marketing tie-in, but it allows to tell a different, updated story, and then the charity doesn't have to come out of their funds to pay for the products. I think that's important.
I think it is too. Jarrett, Mike just reminded us that it was Mirage Patel that talked about clients doing the gift date anniversary cards.
Yeah, and Mirage is with Harness Giving. And so a fascinating service that he offers. And yes, you're right. It's birthday as well as that anniversary gift date. So if you don't have your constituent's birth date or birth month, right, then at least go back into your database for that anniversary date. And I would think that this could be with Charity Charms, it could be an opportunity to memorialize that the longevity of the donor. So 10 years, 20 years, kind of those.
Yes. Excellent idea. Mm-hmm.
Donor order. I've often in my major gifts role in my previous life, right, is I would meet with a donor and would say, do you know that over the last 20 years of your involvement with this organization, you have donated X amount of money, and that has fill in the blank, right? Like fed X amount of children or provided education to X amount of classrooms. And so to have that longevity, but to memorialize this with a memento, I think is fabulous. And they tell us, and I know that some of your products have changed over the course of time that I've known you. What do you have for men? I'm going to throw that out there.
Yeah, thank you.
A lot. We've heard about the bracelets and even the key fob, right? Like phenomenal. And I would think it could be, gender neutral. What other items or products do you have or have available for the male population?
Well, we do lapel pins. So the key fob is considered unisex because you can throw that on a golf bag. We also do a smaller key chain. We do men's bracelets, adjustable bracelets for men. We call them unisex bracelets. We have several styles. I have one right here that is a real popular style. It's a cotton cord bracelet. It's expandable. Valleywise Healthcare did this one with their custom card so that all their workers could use this. We've even done bowls and tokens and things like that. But we find that overall, items for women are probably the most popular because if the man's not going to wear it, he's going to give it to the women in his life, and then he's a hero. Because frankly, men don't wear jewelry. A few do, they're starting to be real trendy and layer all the bracelets, but my husband doesn't.
Bless you.
Yeah. Cufflinks. Do you still do cufflinks, or is that?
Yeah. We do recycled sterling silver, and we do recycled pewter, and we do recycled sterling silver cufflinks. Yes, we do. They're beautiful. They're made out of the icon and the charity's logo. I don't have a pair right here, but yes.
When you're looking, Kay, at the future and how things are quickly changing, and we started the conversation about this a little bit early, but are you finding nonprofits are more frightened to do something new, or they're like, wow, we got to do something different and shake things up? Or what's the tenor that you're seeing from the people that you're meeting?
I think it's toe in the water. I think a lot of them are afraid. They just need the first person to do it, and then they're on, because all their teams are meeting going, we have to do something. We have to do something. We have $80,000. We have $150,000. We have a walk. We have a run. We have an event. How are we going to recover this? So there's a lot of stress on all the management too, and all the nonprofits to come up with something innovative. So I think they're very receptive to new ideas, but because nonprofits are not, and I don't want this to sound bad, like they're not like entrepreneurial. They like to do something that's a little bit tried and true. They like to work with companies that have been around for a while, or that can be recommended, have some case studies, things like that they can show them.
Mm-hmm. I can understand that. And I think especially when you're talking about, donation incentives, that the boards, you either have a board that, as Jarrett mentioned yesterday, so many boards, their board members are having their own stresses. And is that board really going to be confident and innovative and take a risk, or are they just going to be like, stay the course, man, we got to stay the course? And so it's kind of an interesting time to try something new. I think it's the right time personally.
Well, I think we have to. I mean, truly, the old ways don't work anymore. So if we're all going to move ahead, we have to be innovative. We have to try new things, and we have to look at it instead of a disaster. We have to look at it as an opportunity. That's when some of the greatest ideas in the world have happened, because of horrible disasters. So we have to be creative, and we have to also look at our strengths. And charities have loyal followers. So it's like, let's, it's the 80-20 rule. Let's take these people that we know support us and love us, and just make sure that they know that we're still here, we're still providing our services, and this is what we're doing to continue to make it happen. And we might need a little bit extra support.
Right. Yeah. Jarrett, what's your, I'm thinking of when you say that ROR.
Oh, the return on relationship.
Yeah.
And that's big, and that has proven its investment over the last 90 120 days truly during this pandemic is we may be socially distanced and we may not be able to meet face to face, but to just have that human connection, because so often we are, extremely disconnected, that we're all hungry for that connectivity, for that community. So this is now when that relationship and that return on relationship is paying dividends.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. One thing I'm hearing so much is impact. As we're reaching out to organizations to sponsor the programs. They're like, we want to know what our impact is. We really want to see what is our impact. What is $10,000 going to get the charity? How are they going to use it? And so it's important for charities to articulate the impact of the donation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. Really important. And that's something that sometimes we forget. We need to boil it down to what need that gift fulfills.
Right, because chances are that same donors probably being approached by 10 charities.
Yeah, at least.
Yeah.
Wow, Kay, this has been great. I'm so appreciative of you spending your time with us. And it goes by fast. It goes by really, really fast. But I want to say that we are thrilled that you would spend your time, and I know the work that you do in our community. It's really profound. So I just want to say personally, thank you very much.
Well, thank you. And I must say, I watch your show every day because I'm learning a lot from you. So thank you.
Uh-oh. Jarrett, we better shape up, Jarrett.
I want to tell you, I gotten some text messages from some of the viewers that know me personally. A few of us, this is what the text says, a few of us on the call are texting and going to look into Charity Charms. I'll probably order.
That's lovely. Thank you.
That's cool. That's cool. Well, coming from the wise brain of the nonprofit nerd, Jarrett Ransom, that's high praise indeed. I'm Julia Patrick, CEO of the American Nonprofit Academy. We've just been delighted to be able to bring Kay McDonald, CEO of Charity Charms, on. CharityCharms.com. It has so many things going on. And Faiz, thank you very much for your lovely comment. It's a little self-serving, so I won't read it on air, but I just want you to know, thank you for doing that. Hey, I want to thank our presenting sponsors. Without you, we could not be here. As I keep bragging all week, we surpassed the 100th show mark, which for Jarrett and I is really an achievement. To do 100 of anything is a good thing, right, Jarrett?
Absolutely. If I can do 100 crunches or 100 push-ups, that would be even better.
I was thinking about exercise when I said that. I really was. But this is an exercise of our brains, sister.
There you go.
So yeah, absolutely. This has been the Nonprofit Show. I'm Julia Patrick, again with our guest, Kay McDonald, my co-host, the amazing Jarrett Ransom. And we're going to end as we do every day. Stay well so you can do well. Thanks so much, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Thanks, everyone. Thank you, Kay.
Thank you very much.